So I went as a receptionist when I went to the industrial property. From there, I became account clerk, database clerk, a research officer, procurement officer, and I became IP management expert. And again, the focus pricing for geographical indication in Liberia before my appointment. Okay. So I have claimed the NILA and I have been in the system for over 10 years.
Yeah, no wonder why the president saw the need to appoint you. But when you look at the structure of LIPO, what are your plans? What are some of the planned reforms you intend to take there? You already know the challenges. The LIPO has not been popular, amongst Liberians, but it is doing. What makes this office very important?
This office is very important. Like I was telling somebody of recent, the office has to do with information ministry, it has to do with the health ministry, the agriculture, the education ministry. Because when you talk about information, you have something to do with the tourism. So when it comes to the health sector, it has something to do with all the pharmaceutical products. Those products that come into the country, they are patented. They can be patented. So agriculture, I was in Ghana last week and we were having a regional workshop on plant varieties. So it has to do with the plant breeder rights, agriculture ministry. Education, the copyright area, the writers, all the different publishers. So it's very important because we are aligning with those different ministry and agencies. Even the ARA in terms of custom, because we need them to the various borders to be able to identify those products that are coming into the country, whether they are protected or not in terms of infringement. So it's very important for the office, and we are calling on everybody to work with the office, not only looking at it, because people just look at intellectual property as going in Ataï Center to talk. No, that's not the intellectual property office. It has to do with different things, and everything's around all is intellectual property.
Yes. You are talking about trademark. What is it?
A trademark, for example, the ELBC is a service name. It's a mark. It can be protected. Yes. The Coca-Cola is a brand name. It's a mark, so it can be protected. And we are there to protect those businesses, SMEs, so that somebody can infringe on you, because we don't know who might have come up with a trademark. Our law says first to file. If you come to me, I don't know whether you are the first person, but you have to prove yourself. You have to have that document, the authority, the ownership rights. So you bring it to the office before proceeding for protection. And then, for example, you came up with your mind and you say, okay, I have my brand, it's recognized, I'm not even going for protection. So as soon as you are right, you have had a awareness on it, then I read with it to the office. I don't know the brand is for you. The person, I don't know the brand is for you. The person who brought it, because I innovated, people would come, so the person came, and the office gave them the right. Then you come up. Now you are defending now. You are the owner. You have to now bring all the necessary document that makes you to be the owner. And once that is done, the person who is infringing on you, you can revoke their right. Yeah.
So talk us through the process of having your trademark protected under LIPO. Where do you start from? Where do you go first?
Firstly, you have to be the legitimate business owner, register with the business registry. You have to, that brand you have, it have to be for you. You don't just want to register anything. So when you are coming to the office, one of the requirements, you have to be a business registry. You have to bring the ownership rights, and they have the form to the office. Once you go there, they give you the form, and they have the attached. You start. That's the beginning.
Okay.
And that particular mark, because intellectual property or trade name has to do with color. If you have it in black, we want it printed in black. Because, for example, my name is Game. Game could be in red. It's different from when Game is in blue. Are two different Game. And Game could start with capital letter. It's different from when Game start with small letter. For example, just Google a Pepsi. You'll see the different type of Pepsi. Yes, it's different. The spelling, when some of A start with capital letter, some of A is indifferent and the dark. So that's the difference. So it's not like, oh, you came with garment. Yes, it's garment. But even the logo that come with garment is important.
It seems to me everything can be protected if you go through the right channel through LiPo, for example, you can for example, if I want to, if LBS wants to protect, you know, the various shows, it can happen, right?
Yeah.
So are people actually taking advantage of protecting their trademark?
Definitely. No star is protected. MTN, all their problem is protected. They momo this, they momo that, they run to the office and protect it because they don't want infringement. Those people know about protection, but our own people, the SMEs, we have been having workshops, seminar with them, encouraging them. It's not an easy thing, but we will keep doing it. We'll keep having it. We keep telling the importance of intellectual property because you don't want to work harder and your brain is recognized and somebody slap it in your hands. So we keep working towards the protection of IP rights in Nigeria.
So you've been the DG for 6 months now?
No. I took over March.
Oh, March? Okay. Oh, not 6 months. Tell us, what are some of the instant reforms you've brought to the office, and what are plans you have on your plate?
So when you talk about reform, yes, we are bringing a reform to the office. One of the cardinal things we thinking on and working with my partner because I was in Geneva last month. I talked with the Director General of the World Intellectual Property in terms of technical assistance. We want to have LIPO online that you can sit in Lima, you can be in Lofa and register your brand in our office.
Okay.
Yes. Modernizing, the IP system is one of the key things. Not just coming with paper. It's an intellectual property, and for example, AI is taking over the world. Do you want to have paper-based everything? No. We want to have that. You don't have to walk to our office. And we are having a nationwide awareness. It's a whole 6-month program. This month is starting. We are going into the more than 5 counties because of budgetary constraint. We can go all over, and we want to have IP hour on the same show, so that the public can know the importance, how to protect their brand. Information sharing. You can come here and somebody can sit here and educate you, and you can call, and maybe you have issue with your brand, and you can share with us. So we are working on all of these things. We are working with the SMEs. I've had a lot of training for the SMEs in terms of most of them have brand, they don't know it. Like I told you, I serve an expert on intellectual property management. I was contracted by WIPO, the World Intellectual Property Organization, to help them. To tell you, you have, for example, ELBC. You don't even know that the ELBC is a brand name. So we have to take our time, tell them, this is your brand name, and you can, like we are doing packaging and design. Packaging is the look of your product. So you want to have that product where it will be attractive. Most of them are working with, they know how to packaging. But like 6 months we work with them. Like for example, Sunny Group of Company. They were intellectual property, but somebody in the country to even document or hold products. This month, as we go going for the General Assembly, one of her products will be showcased to the whole world. So imagine that we will be up there. So after that training, you see that selling from 50% income should going to 100% income based on intellectual property, how you package your brand. And most of them
so it has benefits, right?
Huge benefits. Huge benefits. Your IP, most people, in fact, in the Western world, your brand is not protected. They don't go for it.
They don't do business with you.
They don't do business with you because this brand serves as guarantee. Even in the bank, they give you money. Maybe we'll work on that with the bank to help the SMEs. It's one of the things that LAPO is thinking about. Because once you are protected and we know that this particular person is putting so much, we have to motivate them. You have to give them incentive. Do you want to just see the SMEs working and they are not getting benefit? No. After protection, you should have income. You should be able to raise revenue. So yes.
So as it stands now, DG, who are those? What are the categories of companies or brands that have their brands protected, that have trademarks? You talk about Lone Star. Are people actually coming forward?
There are many.
And how does it work? Do you regularize the protection?
So for example, Eagle, right? Let me go to Eagle.
You mean the electrical?
How do you call it? The stove.
Yeah.
So most time they get their brand from India.
Okay.
It's a distributor, right? There is a difference between ownership and distributorship. Yes. The ownership is for you. You came up with your idea and you put it in, how do you call it? You put it on paper to work with it. The other one, the distributorship, is somebody product that you are going for in India, and they are telling you they give you the license. They tell you we're giving it to you for 2 years. So when you bring it to us, we are giving it to you for 2 years. After the 2 years, if the company give it back to you, we renew it. But for the ownership, it's 10 years. One is for you, it's 10 years. Yes, it's 10 years. After the 10 years, you come for renewal.
Okay.
So that's how it works.
So this is how LAPO generates revenue.
Yeah.
Through
the
registration and all that.
The revenue that we generate, 70% go to the government.
Oh, you contribute to the national budget.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have 80 for administrative fees. That goes to central bank for operation. Then 150 is for trademark. For trademark registration is 150 to ARA. For renewal is $100 to ARA. Yes.
I mean, just again, I want you to put in context the importance of this office in the governance process of our country. A lot of people don't know the role, the significant role you play. I'm just hearing that you contribute to the budget, based on what you do. So what is that significance?
It's very important because even by not just contributing directly to the government, the brand we protecting the SMEs have raising money for the government.
Yeah.
The companies, like for example, Aqualife makes a lot of money and they pay taxes to the government. So it's very important.
Are they protecting the brand?
Yes. They protected both design and the branding. So you see the bottle is protected, then the name. The design is different from the name. So yes, it's significant because those people, based on your brand, people come for it and you raise a lot of money. And based on that, you pay taxes to government.
So in total, how many companies we have whose brands are protected?
No, I can't.
There are many.
There are many because you got.
Are they in compliance anyway?
Some are in compliance in terms of renewal, and we are getting to that because you can't be using the brand. You register it, but time for renewal, it has 5, 6 years. We are going to write them, informing them that it's time for them to do the renewal. Because the law says if you don't, it's a maintenance fees. If you don't pay, we will publish all the marks in newspaper, we'll put it in the public domain. The public can use it. In the law, yes.
So somebody can take advantage.
Oh yes. We have to tell them. If the thing that you sit down and just say, okay, this mine is for me, I protected it, I'm not going back. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You are going to, once your mark expires, we'll give you 6 months grace period. In that 6 months grace period, you don't count the 1 year pass, the 2 year pass. If you come to the office, they got a late fee charge for 1 year is $30. But you can't sit down like some of the boxes that were not born, they are in the office. So other people can use it. No. We'll put it in the public domain. So you can know that it's no longer in our registry. before the OSA.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you say it's published in newspapers.
We were publishing in the newspaper.
That it has no owners.
Yeah.
Those brands.
Yeah.
Anyway, say for example, I'm very compliant, regularly renew. Then somebody else takes my brand as Lapo. What do you do?
So the first thing you do, if there's a product, you go in the store and buy, like for example, 1 carton. Then the person give you receipt and file a complaint to LIPO. Then LIPO will write them, calling them for hearing. Yes. So after the hearing, most of the hearing they can be like because most of the businesses they do that to just in the time frame so they can sell and make more money against the person who get the product. Most of the time they can come on the round table and solve their problem. If we can't handle it, the law says you send it to the court. The person who has been infringed, you can go to the court. Then LIPO will be the witness for that person.
Yeah, because you have the record.
Yes.
Yes. Have you encountered a situation like that?
Many times. So many times. I have this, they're too easy. Too easy case right now. He just filed.
Too easy, you mean a t-shirt?
Oh yeah. Too easy. I was in here, but I saw the registration. Then I'm seeing him saying somebody is infringing on him. The registration is in process. So
somebody else is
rebranding. Yes, rebranding here too easy. And I was one of the first person I saw it on.
But did he register his brand and his trademark?
It's in process. He has paid all of the money. It has been published. And the fact that everybody knows that the too easy went viral is for this person, that alone speak volume. And he went to the office to protect his brand. So going on to infringe on him, he has filed a case. We will go and we'll come up with our decision.
Now you see, I continue to ask the question about how important is your office. I mean, just imagine how too easy now register if you never have record.
I was not even going to listen to him.
If I'm going to encourage the other guy to come in.
No, I was not going to encourage the other guy because the thing is, I don't know the other guy you're talking about. But what the right he has to come to the only thing I will bargain to show to the public that is for you. You sat down, you know, when the senator posted too easy, Senator Snow, I one of the person I went on here and said it would be very necessary you just advise him to, come and do his registration. And he was like, oh, I'm just using it because I saw it. In my mind, he was going to come. And he came. Yeah. It's very important. It is very, very good that we as leader taking over LIPO will not only sit in the office, we will be on radio. We want to make intellectual property is one of the things that in our regime, intellectual property should be within our curriculum. Yes. So you can have the basic. They have so much innovators and creators out there in the very high schools. You see talented kids. Are they benefiting from their talent? No. Because they don't even know what they are doing. So we launched the IP club during our World IP Day. The IP clubs are going to be in the very high school, primary and high school. So we will go in and guide them, train them, teach them along the way until after high school. All of the school will target school.
What's the goal of that?
The goal is to create awareness and to enlighten their mind because you have talented kids so that when you come in, all your talent is already built. And you can live with in high school and protect your brain. You are a musician, you can come up with your music. And you go protect your music, your movie. Yes.
Is it also to show that because you put your brain to work to do something?
Yeah.
Let's say you come up with this brand. You put it's all about protecting your innovation, right?
Yeah.
And
no, copyright, once you come up with your copyright under the band convention, is with automatic protection. But do I know like it's for you? No. Again, you gotta go to the copyright part is free. Go to the office.
Copyright reflects music
Music,
or artistry. Yeah.
yes,
Mm,
books.
yeah.
Those are all copyrighted material. But I don't know it's for you. Yes, the law says the international instrument we are member of says once you come up with your music, automatic protection. But the office don't have record on your protection. So you have to go to the office, fill in the form, make sure even your next of kin should be on that form. Because for example,
How easy
Quincy
it is?
B, it's very easy. It's very easy.
Mm-hmm.
Quincy B, all the ups and downs after his death, his mother had issue with the manager. My former boss went back to back. He couldn't even answer to our call because when you come off with not only the copyright, for example, you are my manager. I don't have the money, but I have talent.
Mm.
So in order for you to support me, we are telling them go through an agreement that will give the manager that portion of right, and you will have your right. The manager will not just say it's for me. Now what happened to Quincy? But since we realized that the manager was kind of like scheming, sure we give it to the woman.
You
Quincy
give
man.
up. You give up.
Yeah, we gave Quincy protection, all her music to protect all her music.
Okay.
Yes, because we wrote, the office wrote back to back calling, and he was not even in a way to respond to our call. And we know Quincy's mother, and she was always coming. She wanted her son music, all her music to be protected. And we did. So now we are seated.
But so that means you can protect the music long before it was released, right?
No,
Does it have a timeline?
your music, one of the requirements when you produce your music or movie, you have to carry hard copy, 2 discs to the office, well packaged, so we can know that yes, this is what he's talking about. All the music that are on that particular disc, you gotta list them. You can protect script as well. Yes, you can protect your script. You can protect your script, and then once your script is protected, when you're coming up with the music already, nobody can go take any of your script and do anything with it. Yes.
You can protect sound as well. Sound
Can be
track.
protected. You are the DJ, or for example, he made a music, he owns the music, and you added that innovative sound. But mind you, the music is not for you. You only did the sound. So he got benefit. You got benefit if it's a video, the person who is performing that particular in that particular video got benefit too. So it's complicated stuff when it comes to video with maybe adding sign. That's why most of the music or the musician, before you add sound to their music, you gotta seek the authority from them.
DG are more are properties giving the protection level, giving what you've read from your record. Are items protected more than items not protected?
Which one you say item?
Whether it's music, whether it's companies, whether it's about brand, trademarks, and all that. What's the ratio there?
So the ratio, I will tell you, because intellectual property are 2 different departments, the industrial and copyright. The industrial property, more people know about industrial property, like protecting their brand name, their logo. The ratio is, I can tell you, like 70-30. The copyright, we have been out there. It's free. Copyright is free.
To protect it?
Yes.
Ah.
It's of recent because of the international body we are part of. They are adding fees. Then we told them you will pay $10. Just $10. Because they also already adding fees to it. We said $10. We talk. We baking the musician. Go pick up the phone. Fill in your phone because that particular phone has portion of your next of kin. Just in case you pass, that person information is in the system. Because once you protect your copyright, we encourage you to be a member of the CMO, the Copyright Society. It's not the dates that people say that makes money. It's the royalties that people collect on the artist's behalf. I mean, if you don't you see having the I don't know what kind of wedding, it's not the dates that makes the video rich, it's the royalties. So once you are part of the society, copyright society, and your music, for example, ELBC will come in launch. When you play like music or any other music, you will pay. You will pay for it. They need the money. They need the royalty to live. We are sorry for our musicians.
It depends if they registered
That's
with
it.
LAPO.
That's it.
Yeah, because I will not be held liable for playing a music that's not registered with LAPO, right?
Yeah, if they don't even give them the grant to even say
Yeah.
they're going to court because you are not registered.
Mm.
Because that document we get in terms of royalty, yes, that the document will look up to pay your royalties. It's not the dates. The dates we are telling them because, for example, we realize that the Nigerians copy too much. Yes. So we have the originality, the sticker that should be bought from the office. You buy it, and once you make your music, I think when you listen to Carrie when she was doing her promo or something, telling the people the copying, you should look for the original. That got a silver sticker, that silver sticker. So that when you see.
Are you doing it or you will reintroduce it?
When we started it, and when we introduced it, they were in place. 2 years, 7 years.
I see that you have very ambitious and aggressive plan for LAPO. I mean, given what you've done, I mean, if everything falls in place,
it's going to fall in place. And another thing I will tell you, not only dealing with, like you were saying, what's the significant. One of the things is producing the braille for the blind. That's one of my projects. If I implement that project before the year end, trust me, it will be a very good thing for not only Liberia but the neighboring countries. Because I went to Geneva last month. I was in Geneva, and we actually started that project. We trained some of the blind. The blind are talented, not because they're blind. They can read, they can write. So they train them, and we are going to produce their book. But the book that will be produced, because we are part of the Marrakesh Treaty, the books will not, nobody going to tell LIPO or the WIPO that this is our book. It's going to be a free stuff, but it should be a books that it will be for example, books that are taught in school, so that it will be the blind will be able to use it. And this project, once implemented, you will use the book in Liberia and use it, because that was one of the questions they asked me. Will you be able to allow Sierra to use the book, Ghana, and for example, Cote d'Ivoire? I said yes, because we are part of the treaty. We are part of the Marrakesh Treaty, and that's one of the key things in the treaty. So we are going to implement that project, because we're not only focusing on the musician, the companies, the SMEs, the blind too are important. They got talent, so they need to be looked at.
Talking about that, you're talking about digitizing the entire registration system at LAPO, where you can sit anywhere in Maryland and go online, download the form and fill it. And I mean, tell us more about that.
So I want to have the platform. If you see our regional office, the African Regional Intellectual Property Organization, you got it on that platform where you will have the form. The same thing when you get on the platform, you will see the form, the fee attached, everything. So we are aligning with them for their technical assistance to come to our country to set our own platform, so that we can move from the paper base. But here is it. The paper, you can come to the office, but the advantage is you'll be paying more money for the paper than when you file online. Because we want to encourage online filing. We want you walking to our offices, or we want if you control the monetary value. sit there. We got mobile money. If it will cost us to align with mobile money, the Orange or the Lone Star, we'll go to them, talk to them, and have that platform that the money will be paid through. It's hectic to pay your way from where Maryland and Kenya for 1 month. No. The whole world is moving to technology. You won't tell me we can do better. So intellectual property is all about innovation. So why we can innovate?
Just talking about regional, international, all these treaties that we sign up to. Say, for example, if a trademark is registered in Nigeria and a branch of that company comes to Liberia, is it compelling that that company is still registered here, or you receive registration in Nigeria?
So
that kind of arrangement.
So you ever say we have the national, we have the regional, and we have the international. The national is our office. The regional is our head office in then Geneva. So we are part of the regional office. Most times they do registration. Once you are registered with the regional office and they destinate our country, because they can send a whole desk, the destination or the destinated countries, you will see them. Once we are destinated and you are registered, anybody bringing that prayer will not register.
No, I mean you a branch of that.
The branch, like I said before, you are in Nigeria, you are the owner.
Yeah.
You are the owner of this company and you got your brand.
And meanwhile, you register in Zimbabwe.
You register in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But then, Nigeria trademark is territorial. What you get in your country, something that protected here are not protected in Nigeria. Oh, okay. So now, a Liberia business woman will come to you. You got the right to give it to them for 2 years at this Victoria. They are agent in Liberia. Oh. They are not owner.
Oh, okay.
Yes. They are not owner. So you, for example, you gave them license for 1 year. Like I was saying at this Victoria, right? Once you give them that authority, they will come to our office and we'll give them the same 1 year. Yeah.
I'm just looking at the way in which the LAPO supports local investors and creators. In the sense that you know, are there specific programs or incentives for people who are compliant with their registration and their copyright protection and all that?
So
what is my benefit if I'm compliant?
Your benefit is protecting you.
Okay.
The protection I know is an incentive because I will be there as your witness in terms of anything. Besides, we had the IP management clinic that was sponsored by the World Intellectual Property Organization, our one of the experts. Upon completion of 8, we told the 30 SMEs to only do publication instead of paying all the different fees. You talk about incentive. To only do the publication and can't fit in the fund, we will protect them free protection. So it's innovation or how they call it is motivation. Because you are not paying any other fee based on your time you took to take part in that program. We protected them. And trust me, up to present, less than 10% has registered. They are not even coming forth. You're not paying money. Do the publication because the reason why we're telling them to do the publication, we want for the public to know that this mark is for publication. Before we do protection, we do publication. In the newspaper. Just go. How you pay your publication money, we don't want to know. We only want to see the paper, your brain in the paper. Bring it, we can get you your certificate. And we had, when we were having the World Intellectual Property Day, we had an essay competition. We awarded students. Convent won. The first winner carried 30,000. The second winner 50,000. All the participants, we gave them 2020 across. We are motivating them. And we are working in line with our partner. In future to come, we will find incentive for the businesses that are in compliance. SMEs, the local SMEs that are in compliance. Mind you, I'm not trying to discriminate to say local,
Mm.
because intellectual property, I should be able to treat Ghana like I'm treating a Liberian. I'm part of that treaty.
Mm.
So it's just to encourage the small business holder that you can do better. So we are, in fact, after the completion of the program, we wrote our partner now with the name incentive to help them build their businesses. So we are working on that.
Okay, you're listening to the Super Morning Show. This morning, my guest is the Director General of the Liberia Intellectual Property Office, LAPO, Madam Carmen Koboy. She's here as my guest. A couple of media institutions are carrying this live, also live on LNTV Liberia Facebook page. Just before we take calls, DG, what specific roles Liberia plays internationally, regionally, and all that?
A very significant role. Like I said, we are part of international treaty, the Banjul Code, and even the CHIPS agreement. Last month, I was in Geneva on the diplomatic conference for traditional knowledge and genetic resources. Because we are part of the World Intellectual Property Organization, we are part of every decision making. So not just Liberia is sitting here to say, oh, we don't have that role to play. We have a significant role to play. If I deliver a speech on behalf of my country, so I was given that opportunity, not opportunity, but it was my right because I'm part of the organization. The regional office, I'm part of it. I was in Ghana last week on a plant variety workshop. It's another thing that Liberia need to look at. The agriculture ministry need to look at that to sign on to the Arusha protocol that will give us that international right in terms of the different rights of land. We don't want to keep doing the old thing. We got climate change. Why are we doing towards the climate change? Do we still want to be planting potato green the way we were planting it before? No. When you go Ghana, you go Uganda, you go Botswana, they have shipped. They are not doing the old planting, and they are coming up with new breed, so that if it used to take 6 months, it will take 2 months, 3 months. So all these things will happen when we sign onto the treaty. When we went for the diplomatic conference for the traditional knowledge and genetic resources, it was a very historic event because this has been in process for over 25 years. Adopting the treaty was very significant, but again, we did not sign the treaty. The treaty is there. So I'm telling our policy maker, our people who are responsible for signing ministry, we need to be on top of our game. Other than that, we'll get the crumbs. We will not get the real benefits.
Yeah, that's one of the criticisms. They say Liberia at most of these conferences, treaties, they are mere participants because one of the contributing factors is you don't pay. You don't pay a dues on time.
No, that was not something to pay due. It was something that.
No, I'm just saying this is what comes out of sometimes we're not regular with paying national or international dues to some of these international organizations, but you are urging the policymakers to sign the treaty, right?
And ratify it. So if $100 is going to Malawi, Ghana, I was saying that the Ghana Justice and the Deputy Justice Minister walked in, should sign the treaty and ratify it. People. Because they know the importance. The traditional knowledge is about Africa. The whole world was sitting in that room, America, Russia, the whole world. So America did not want for the treaty to sign, but Africa said no. The Asian part of the Asian country said no. The indigenous people were there back to back on negotiations.
What's the significance of that?
It's very important. The traditional medicine. The traditional medicine. Now we are moving from that paracetamol, just the paracetamol. You remember when the COVID came, Madagascar came up with that stuff?
Yeah.
Yes. So the stimulus are being put into place. Once you go through all the patent protection and that particular herb is granted, your country is benefiting. And you can trade it not only in Liberia but across the country because you are a member of the treaty.
Okay, DG, let's take course. You're listening to the Super Morning Show on ELBC this morning. My guest is the Director General at Liberia Intellectual Property Office. Uh, call us on 07705818886, 07705818886, and be live on the Super Morning Show this morning. Somebody say you're trying to make Lapo more like NAFA. You know, Lapo was. I mean, they say you're trying to make, the institution more vibrant now.
Yes, yes, yes. We need to do more than what NAFA because
Yeah.
we need to do more than NAFA because we are connected to a lot of ministry and agency.
Okay.
So we got more work to do. And the only way we can do it is coming to the public, asking the public to not, because for example, Ebola came in this country. I told somebody, I said Ebola didn't go because of health ministry. No, the community got involved. And that's how we start seeing the progress. So once the architects, even the manufacturer, the SMB can take on to this awareness.
Okay.
Trust me.
DG, let's take this call. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. Good morning to the studio guest this morning.
What's the name?
My name is Marco and I come from the Georgia Estate.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Though I listened to the studio guest this morning, I want to ask one question concerning the copyright things she spoke on. One of the questions that I want to ask is, she talked about the copyright, people can go and getting around to do copyright, what have you. But one concern has to do with our library. Is the still gets people there only after the registration money or when they bring it to cabinet, because she said we'll bring two cabinets for the music. When we bring two cabinets for the music or the movie, can they lose the music? Because we found out that most is the reason why they don't go wild, because the ones music are abusive, they are not up to our traditional standard, they are not up to our culture, and for that reason people of high standard know that play the music. So I want to understand from that perspective.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. Good morning, what's your name? Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you for the show. It's interesting to me that we have local relatives on this church. Not bringing them to another level, not being able to office. I think the online child is doing well. We need to do more for this thing. Give one of us people in the public. Well, I was looking for this, I'm hearing now, I don't want to read the phone. I think the government needs to do more for this city. Then we need to push our investment so that people who are creative, who are using, and how our work protected. Last thing she said was that they are opening up in schools for the school is better. One question is, why should you see that school? It should only be because that when the regions are when the county, that when other schools are oriented, who are connected. So if you say you are going to restrict the school, then it means that for me, I take my access coming in. So
Okay.
first of all, the people, the parents, the students, the people in our school who are ready, who are talent, be able to show their talent.
Okay.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's hear you. Thank you very much. Call us on 07705818886 and be live on the show this morning. Somebody said congratulations to you, Honorable Director General. President Walker made no mistake sending you over to LIPO. So call us on 07705818886. Madam Ghana. Kobo is the Director General of the Liberia Intellectual Property Office. I was also thinking, just to add to the questions by the caller so far, is whether there are plans to open sub offices in the counties. But yeah, so you can respond to that.
So thank you very much. Thanks to the caller. The first person talks about whether we can go through the music to know whether is best for the public. We don't go through the music. It's your music. But we encourage you to have that good and understanding music that the public will go for. Because like we say about royalties, once your music is not good for the public, ELBC will not play it. You will not get royalty. So we are only looking at the packaging of their music to bring the total this. Your music is your ideas. That's what you choose to do. So when you are seeing Kobazi going with his music and you know Kobazi music is something that the public is going for, it should ring bells in your ear that I'm not supposed to be singing abusive music. You know that ELBC will not play it. You know that even LIPO, even for promo, I will not hire you for you to come do my promo because I know that you are not an artist for me to use. But we are have workshop, to just clarify, we are have workshop, we are have training for them, telling them that it's not the right way to do it. Your music should be in line with our culture.
Okay.
Good morning. My name is Benjamin. Yes, I'm called from Street Lagos.
Yeah, let's hear you, sir.
Thank you so much for your studio guest. I appreciate it. I am a person with disabilities, visually impaired, and I want to say thanks so much for thinking about the disabled community to have grill and some of the folks we try to grill grill. So I appreciate you so much for that. And my question is that I am a gospel musician, and my question to her is, me like a musician find it difficult for the radio station to play to play our music. And now they come up with a restriction for the radio station before you play the music or any other institution play the music, they have to pay royalty. How would be the enforcement that would make Nigerian people, Nigerian radio owners to play Nigerian musicians music? Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, he's talking about enforcement, just apart from protecting the copyright, but also that enforcement order will compel, I don't know if there's anything like.
So we will not, I will not say enforcement. We are, like I said, creating the awareness, and we have sent letters, and we will do a follow up to all the radio stations, encouraging them to please play the Liberian music. And this music will be played, like the previous caller said, based on the quality of your music. Do you want to play abusive music on ELBC? No. So if Kobazi music will be the best music, they will play 100 times and you will get good royalty. So now it comes back to the musician that look at me to do better, to put more into my music, because it will be about royalty. And this royalty is based on your music that will be played. If your music is not played, you will not get royalty. And first, you have to be registered. Not just making the music. No. Once you register member of the Copyright Society, then you are good to go.
Okay, yeah.
So the other person talking about publicity and selected school. The publicity, like I said, on this platform, we are going to have an awareness for like 2-3 months. Not only in Maserati, we are going to have it for like in 3 or 4 counties because of our budgetary constraint. We are maybe you didn't understand me, not just selecting the school. I said we will take school from the private sector and the government sector, because we don't have the money. We are not opening offices, so it's not office. It's a club. Like the way the guy they have club, in a various school. We will have IP club for those kids are innovative. Then we can go in and teach them, talk to them, the importance of intellectual property, the copyright, just like that. It's not an office. Father, it's a club.
Okay.
So the guy from the person from Lofa is talking about remedy giving to a musician how to, I think, protect their work. I've had people from Way, Kolahum, Bahum to come to the registry. This is why we are saying it's not selective. It's not that we only dealing with Mosurado. We are getting all of Mosurado. Okay. And one of our long-term plan is to decentralize the IP office in at least 5 counties. So we can have the guy administrative building, we can put our desks.
Yeah, but they have service centers across.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The service center, the IP office, you don't have to do it as office. You put your desk, and the person is there to receive all your complaints, all your information. The line.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, DG, thank you very much for being on the show. Just in split seconds, your parting comments.
All right. Thanks to the ELBC family and the listening audience. My parting comment 108, I'm appealing to the policymaker. If we don't sound the international treaties, we are not going to benefit as other countries benefiting. So I'm appealing to them to kindly sound onto our treaty. And to our artists, make the awareness to be your own. It's your music. Take it to the public. Let's do the awareness together. The SMEs, help the IP office to work together to make sure that the office is open and is vibrant to the public. So I want to say thank you, and we'll be willing to come here anytime to do more, as we'll be having our IP hour on ELBC. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, the Director General of the Liberia Intellectual Property Office. She's been my guest. My name is Vafli Kamara. Join me tomorrow for another presentation of the Super Morning Show.
So guys, we want to say thank you for following Liberia TV Network. I'm Francis Kedika. Welcome to your live.
It was great.